Welcome to this week's episode of the Weekly Newscast. This is Chance.
And this is Harrison.
As a result of the elections, the Republicans have gained control of both the House and the Senate nationally.
Also, Mary Fallon has been re-elected as governor for the state of Oklahoma.
Now, we have the interviews with Dr. Pauly and Mr. McAdoo on their political affiliations.
I was raised Republican, and my grandfather was the head of the Senate, Republican leader. He was also going to run for governor, so my family was all Republican. But when I got married, he was a Democrat, and so we became more Democrats. So right now I'm a registered Democrat.
And what made you become a Democrat? Like, what do you support?
What do I support? Well, I agree with Republicans on being financially conservative, but I've spent my whole career working with a lot of my career working with people that are either disadvantaged, low income, like I worked as a dietitian with low income people, the food programs. I've worked at schools that are not full of rich kids, that are kids that may have some challenges. And I just think the Democratic Party does a better job of supporting programs to help people that are financially disadvantaged.
And did you vote?
My politics does not support rich people and tax breaks.
And did you vote last week?
I always vote. I did not vote this Tuesday because I had to meet my 23-year-old for dinner in the rain, and I hadn't met him in a month. And he was an hour late, and I couldn't make the polls. But I generally always vote. It's very important. That's our civic duty to vote.
Well, thank you for being interviewed, Democrats.
Democrat/Republican.
Democrat/Republican.
Hello, my name is Christopher McAdoo, and I am a Republican.
Now, what made you be part of the Republican Party? Like, what do you support?
Well, being a part of the Republican Party is I'm a registered Republican because my beliefs line up more in line with the Republican Party. I don't believe everything the Republican Party believes, but I am more conservative in my views. And so being more conservative in my views when it comes to certain issues, money and how money should be spent and cutbacks, and welfare reform and those types of things, I align more with the Republican Party than I do the Independents or the Democratic Party. So it's not just one thing. There's things that I align with that are more conservative, thus being a Republican.
What's one reason why you are not Democrat?
Well, one reason I'm not a Democrat is, first of all, to register a party, you register because you align with that. And so there are some political stances that are very liberal that I do not agree with. I don't, taxes, as far as taxes are concerned, Democrats are known for raising taxes and they're known for bigger government. I'm for less government and lower taxes because I believe that, if people, they do need a hand. But I honestly, if the government was structured properly, then a lot of the resources that are handled by the government, which the Democrat believes they should be a part of, actually could be handled by more conservative ways through churches and so forth like that. So I'm not saying Democrats don't go to church. What I'm saying is the belief of who should be responsible for it. So I'm more conservative and I'm not as liberal and spending other people's money.
And do you agree with Mary Fallon being chosen to be governor again?
Well, she is a Republican, but I did not vote for her. I voted for the Democratic candidate for the fact that I am not happy with the way that she is representing our state. Not as a Republican, not as a Democrat, but as the person herself. I don't agree with how she's doing her job. So I actually voted for the Democratic candidate because I think that he could do a better job.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
I'm Susan.
And I'm Jasmine.
And here are your jokes for the week. What do you call a group of unorganized cats? A catastrophe.
Okay. Why do they play poker in the jungle? Too many cheetahs.
How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? 10 tickles.
Why did the toilet paper cross the road? To get stuck in the crack.
Why did the stadium get hot after the game? All of the fans left.
What did you call the children of the corn father? Popcorn.
Why did the bicycle fall over? Because it was too tired.
What do you call bees that produce milk? Boobies.
Why does Snoop Dogg use an umbrella? For drizzle.
What do you call an alligator in a vest?
Investigator.
That was horrible.
Why can't ghosts have babies? Because they have a Halloweening.
Why do the mermaid wear seashells? She grew out of her bee shell.
How did the hipster burn his tongue? He drank his coffee before it was cool.
What kind of tea is hard to swallow? Reality.
That's it for today.